from Dumbledore, can we expect to see any old friends from the Harry Potter series in Fantastic Beasts?
You can expect that.
You can definitely, there's sort of like lines are connecting families and familiar people and names to the worlds of Beasts and Potter.
Which relationships between characters are you most excited to see develop in the upcoming films?
I mean, our relationship. I'm hoping for like a sort of extraordinary J.K. Rowling romance.
What's one thing that might surprise fans about the new installment of Fantastic?
So much darker than the last one. I always thought with the Harry Potter films, like each time another one came out, you'd sort of read about them and be like, it was so much darker than the last one.
Yeah, they really, she does have an amazing way to always take it to another level.
I think Jo loves that. I think she even said that to me on set. She's like, I just love it when it gets dark.
Yeah.
We know Newt prefers working with the animals, and yet the trailer shows him working with Dumbledore. What motivates him to work with his former teacher? One of the lovely things that I adore about Newt is he's just completely his own person. He doesn't get pulled in to become a member of tribes. You know, people are always trying to recruit him, but he's his own person, and yet actually the stakes get so high in this film, it's really him questioning whether he can continue doing that, or whether at some point you have to engage. And so Dumbledore, you can always have this kind of wonderful master-apprentice quality, and they have there's kind of a joy between them. But Dumbledore's sly. Dumbledore's been sort of recruiting Newt a bit, and certainly he does in this film.
Since you already know what ultimately happens at the end of the series, thanks to the Harry Potter books, does that inform the way you approach your characters? I would say no, because we, within our series, don't have any clue where it's going. It's a lot more, in a sense, like real life, you know, events happen, we respond to them, and we go with these.
But it's kind of wonderfully reassuring to know that we're going to end up together, right?
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah.
Is that what this means? If you choose a Patronus for each other, what would it be?
Like a really elegant foal.
Foal?
But no, because you're like incredibly elegant and brilliant and occasionally wobbly on your feet.
Utterly uncoordinated.
You know that thing when like, or...
No, I don't know what you mean. It's so weird. I can't relate at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's because I know that your Patronus is a white horse.
That's true. And I know that your Patronus is some kind of hound dog.
Oh, Basset Hound.
Right.
Don't make me anything else other than a Basset Hound.
Well, I won't.
One of the
but
great
I
moments
think
of my
it
life.
suits how I feel about you in this film. There's a song. It's from a very long time ago, so a lot of people might not know it anymore.
Is it by Taylor
It's
Swift?
Elvis. So it's a little bit before Taylor Swift, but they're similar, you know,
Right.
pop stars.
Yeah.
And it goes something like, "You ain't nothing but a hound dog,"
Oh, yeah.
which I think suits how I feel about me in this film a little bit.
Yeah.
How much of a role will the beasts play in the upcoming films?
And like one of the things I enjoy most about these films is getting to work with like the puppeteers and the vis effects designers. And in those early stages when we're prepping the months beforehand, you see all these different designs, and you've had a sense of what the creatures are when you read the script, and then when you see the kind of the vis effects team, who are like actors in themselves, come up with these ideas that take sort of like your ideas but on steroids. It's amazing. And the interaction, there's one creature in this, a very, very big, huge creature, and he plucks me up at some point. And so the reality of filming that is you have a guy called 7 Feet Pete, who's like a really tall, 7 foot tall stunt guy. He has massive arms, and he was just like having to pick me up all day. He was the sort of talon of the creature. I love that stuff. What is the relationship between Newt and Theseus like? Are they close? Does Theseus' relationship with Lita cause issues?
This movie could be called Fantastic Beasts, and it's complicated. I mean, it's, you know, these are all the relationships are really dynamic and rich, and certainly you and your brother.
Yeah, it's been really complicated. I mean, he is an aura, he's establishment, and Newt is kind of the antithesis of that. But what I loved, actually, was the way that Jo had written their relationship was quite antagonistic to begin with, and it certainly is filled with complexities. I mean, his brother is engaged to this girl who he had a huge affection for growing up. So there's obviously a rotation there at the beginning. What was the hardest thing to get used to when you started filming Fantastic Beasts? Was it something to do with the preparation for your character, or was it something on set?
I wear a navy blue leather trench that I think weighs about 30 pounds or something. It was the wand work. It was sort of like doing wand work with somebody pushing down on your arm. So I actually got kind of jacked.
Did you? The most hilarious moment of all the Fantastic Beasts prep work for me was on the last film when Katherine and Ali and Dan and I were so paranoid about what apparating was and how we did it. And so we worked with this movement for weeks, the four of us, and we just sort of like take it incredibly seriously, run and like grab each other's arms and try to sort of apparate and we get so worked up by it. Like, another apparating.
We would just still be there.
So, and then we saw the film, and basically the second you decide to apparate, the vis effects disappear you, and all these wasted out, sleepless nights of apparating and
facial expressions that nobody ever sees.